Hello students, let us now look into the effect of different inputs on steady state error that we have derived in the previous video. So here we will be trying to see two types of derivations. One is we will find out the steady state error for each inputs that are been applied for any control system, and we will also see an error coefficients for all these different inputs that we apply for control system. Okay, so first input is the step input. First input is the step input. We call it as position function. I told you already in the previous video. We call it as position function. Yes, so first of all, we know the expression for the steady state error, which we have derived in the previous video. ESS equals limit s tends to 0, s into r of s divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. So this is the steady state expression that we derived for any input. This is not a common, this is a common expression of steady state error which we normally use to find out the steady state error for different types of inputs when we apply. So we know that r of t was equal to a for all t greater than or equal to 0, whereas 0 for all t less than 0 is the step input, and we ended up in getting the Laplace transform of the step input r of s would be equal to a divided by s. A divided by s. Therefore, the steady state error for step input would be equal to limit s tends to 0, s into r of s is what for step input? A divided by s, whole thing divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. Therefore, you see s and s will get cancelled, so you will be getting limit s tends to 0, a divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. So, which is equal to, I will take a is constant and also 1 is constant plus limit s tends to 0 g of s into h of s. Okay, limit s tends to 0, which is g of s into h of s. This limit s tends to 0 g of s into h of s, in the denominator what we have, we call it as kp. We call it as kp. Okay, so therefore this is equal to ESS steady state error for step input equals a divided by 1 plus kp. A divided by 1 plus kp, where kp equals limit s tends to 0 g of s into h of s. Therefore, this is actually steady state error, whereas this kp whatever you have is the position error coefficient. Position error coefficient. Position error coefficient. P stands for position error coefficient. Okay, so these are the two derivations that you should keep in mind: steady state error for step input, position error coefficient for step input when it is been applied. Okay, now we will try to write the curve for this. So normally you will have a curve where this is time and this is the response c of t, that should be equal to step input applied, right? So your output should be this, it should be constant, but your system will not give you the constant output. It gives you a fine oscillation like this, and finally it reaches to the steady state. And this gap which I told you earlier is actually ESS step input. Okay, steady state error for the step input. I hope you are clear with all the terms which I defined, right? Steady state error, position error coefficient, and the curve. All these three things should be written if they ask you to derive an steady state error equation for step input when it is applied to any control system. Okay. Second input is the ramp input. Second input is the ramp input. Again, for ramp input we take r of t to be equal to, so we have derived that, right? R of t would be equal to a into t for t greater than or equal to 0 or 0 for t less than 0, where r of s was what? A divided by s square. Okay. Now let us take the steady state input, which is limit s tends to 0, s into r of s divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. Therefore, the steady state error for the ramp input equals limit s tends to 0, s into a divided by s square divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. 1 plus g of s into h of s. Therefore, this is equal to limit s tends to 0, s and s will cancel with one single s here. So, I will be having a divided by s into 1 plus g of s into h of s, which is equal to limit s tends to 0, a divided by s plus s into g of s into h of s. I will apply limit for this equation now, which will be written as a divided by, when s tends to 0, this s becomes 0, whereas this will be limit s tends to 0, s into g of s into h of s. Now don't say limit s tends to 0 as s equals 0, therefore it becomes 0. Don't do that, because g of s and h of s, when it is been given in the question, they might cancel this s. Okay. So therefore don't tell that when s tends to 0 this whole thing becomes 0. No, it is not like that. Okay. Now this is the steady state for ramp. We all know that the ramp input, I think I would have told you earlier only, velocity function. Velocity function. So therefore, as ramp input is velocity function, this limit s tends to 0, s into g of s into h of s is denoted by kV. Therefore, the steady state error for ramp is equal to a by kV. A by kV. A by kV, where kV equals limit s tends to 0, s into g of s into h of s. Now this is the steady state error of ramp, whereas this is called as velocity error coefficient. Keep this in mind. Velocity error coefficient. Okay. Velocity error coefficient. Now if I want to try writing the curve for this, so if I write the curve for this, so we know that this is time t, this is response c of t. For a ramp input, the response should be a straight curve like this in terms of t, which is varies. But your system response when the ramp input is given, it will give us oscillation like this, and then finally it reaches to, don't give so much gap because tolerance will not be so much, so it gives a error like this. So therefore, this gap whatever we have is ESS ramp, steady state error with respect to the ramp input. Now this is the actual output, desired output, whereas the output given by the system is an oscillation, and finally it gives the constant output, where it creates a gap because it doesn't reach to actual desired value. Therefore the gap which we have is actually a steady state error of the ramp input. Now let us go with the third input, parabolic input. Parabolic input, or we call this as acceleration function. acceleration function. So here for this input we have seen earlier r of t is, so for this input we have seen earlier r of t equals a by 2 into t square, a by 2 into t square for all t greater than or equal to 0, whereas t for t less than 0, 0 for t less than 0. Now we know that r of s, which we have seen earlier in the previous video, it is a divided by s cube, right? Now let us let us again take the steady state error equation, which is limit s tends to 0, s into r of s divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. Therefore this would be equal to limit s tends to 0, s into a by s cube divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s, which is equal to s and s cube, that becomes square, so this becomes square. Therefore limit s tends to 0, a divided by s square into 1 plus g of s into h of s, which is equal to limit s tends to 0, a divided by s square plus s square into g of s into h of s. Now when I apply the limit for this equation, what will I get here is limit applied here. So it is a divided by, when s tends to 0, s square becomes 0. So 0 plus this will be s square g of s into h of s. So I told you this is an acceleration function. Therefore s square g of s into h of s, this is limit s tends to 0. Limit s tends to 0, s square into g of s into h of s is equal to k a, where a stands for acceleration. Therefore the steady state error for a parabolic input would be equal to a divided by ka, a divided by ka, where ka, where ka equals limit s tends to 0, s square into g of s into h of s. So this is the value of ka. So therefore this is the steady state error, whereas this is the acceleration error coefficient. Acceleration error coefficient. So you will get three different types of error, three different types of acceleration coefficient. Normally we try to see it. Okay. Now what we do, now we'll see effect of change in g of s into h of s on this steady state error. Or the effect of change in g of s into h of s is nothing but we are going to see type of a system. Type of a system. Let us see what is the type of a system. What is a type of a system? Okay. So we have different types of system: type 0, type 1, type 2, and so on, type n. Okay. So how is this type is defined? Now for any closed loop control system, okay, or closed loop control, closed loop system, we will get g of s into h of s equals k into 1 plus t1s 1 plus t2s so on, divided by s to the power of j into 1 plus TAS, 1 plus TBS, and so on. So here this is some k, constant k. The numerator terms 1 plus T1s, 1 plus T2s, whatever we have, we call this as zeros, whereas the denominator term we call this to the values as poles. We call it as poles. Whereas this s power j, the j value when it is equal to 0, we call it as type 0 system. When j equals 1, we call it as type 1 system. When j equals 2, we call it as type 2 system, and so on. The order of the system, order of a control system, is completely defined by the type of a control system which we consider. Okay, type of a control system that we consider. Now let us analyze. So I hope you got it, what is zeros and poles. Later stage, when we come to stability criteria discussion in next module, we will see what is this poles and zeros later. Now we will try to see, I hope you got the definition for type 0, type 1 and type 2 system. See, you will try to define this g of s into h of s for any given control system. You will be able to write this expression like this. Okay, later stage we'll see how to write the expressions and all when we discuss about Routh-Hurwitz criteria, or we will discuss about the root locus and all. Okay, but here the power j, that is very important. S power, when it is s power 0, then it is type 0. S power 1, type 1. S square, it is j equals 2 means s square, then it is type 2, and so on. Now we will see the effect of this steady state error, on this type 0, type 1 and type 2 system. So analysis of type 0, type 1 and type 2 system is what we are going to do now. Okay, now let us go one by one. Let us consider a type 0 system. Let us consider, so first, this is the first part of the derivation which we are doing. Let us consider a type 0 system. Now let us define for a type 0 system, let us now write for a type 0 system, what would be steady state error when step input is applied, what would be steady state error when ramp input is applied, and what would be steady state error when parabolic input is applied. So we are going to define all three steady state errors for type 0 system. That is what we are doing. So let us write type 0 system in terms of equation, where g of s into h of s equals, for type 0 system, g of s into h of s equals k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s and so on, divided by, for type 0 it is s power 0. So where anything power 0 is 1, therefore divided by, you will only get 1 plus TAS, 1 plus TBS, and so on. So this is what g of s into h of s for a type 0 system, because s power 0 is 1. So now for step input, we know that k p equals limit s tends to 0 g of s into h of s. We know that limit s tends to 0 g of s into h of s. Therefore, if I calculate kp for a type 0 system, you see that limit s tends to 0 k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s, so on, divided by 1 plus TAS into 1 plus TBS, and so on. Now if you apply limit s tends to 0, this will become 0, this will also become 0, this will also become 0, this will also become 0. Again you will have further 1 plus T3s, 1 plus T4s and all. Every s term when it is 0, you get 1 into 1 into 1 into 1. Even in the denominator also you get 1 into 1 into 1 into 1 into 1, so on. Therefore, Kp is equal to K. Therefore, Kp is equal to K for a step input when type 0 system is considered. Okay, when a type 0 system is considered. So, therefore, now when Kp equals K, then we know that the error steady state error for a step input is equal to A divided by 1 plus Kp. Therefore, the steady state error for a step input would be equal to A by 1 plus K. A by 1 plus K. A by 1 plus K. Okay. So, this is what the steady state error for the step input when a type 0 system is considered. Now, let us go for type 2 system. For type 2 system, type 1 system, type 0 is over, type 1 system. For type 1 system, g of s into h of s would be equal to k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s, so on, divided by, for type 1 system it is s to the power of 1, j is 1, therefore s into 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs and so on. Therefore, if I find out what is Kp, it is limit s tends to 0, s into so Kp equals limit s tends to 0 for for type 1 system we are actually defining Kp. Okay, limit s tends to 0, k into, so it is limit s tends to 0, g of s into h of s, right? Therefore, Kp equals limit s tends to 0, k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s, so on, divided by 1 s into 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs and so on. So, now here what you do is we will try to see the application of the limit s tends to 0 for this particular equation. So, Kp, when I apply the limit, Kp will be k divided by 0. Normally anything divided by 0 we will consider that to be infinity. So, Kp is equal to infinity. Okay, Kp equals infinity. Therefore, the ESS steady state error for a type 1 system when step input is given would be equal to A divided by 1 plus Kp, which is A divided by 1 plus infinity, again A divided by infinity. So, anything divided by infinity is 0. Okay. So, for type 1 system, one system, step input when it has been considered, the steady state error is actually equal to 0, no error at all. Okay. Now, coming to type 2 system, when I take type 2 system, now what will be g of s into h of s for type 2? K into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s, so on, divided by s square type 2, right, s square into 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs and so on. Okay. So, this is the equation for g of s into h of s when I take type 2 system. Therefore, the Kp would be equal to limit s tends to 0, k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s divided by s square into 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs. Okay, we will just put dot dot dot. So, therefore, if I apply the limit s tends to 0, again the Kp will be equal to infinity. Therefore, steady state error for step input when I consider for type 2 system, I will be getting A divided by 1 plus infinity, which is A by infinity. Therefore, the steady state error for the step input when type 2 system is considered, the error will be 0. So what does this mean? I have defined the steady state error when the step input is applied for type 0, type 1 and type 2 system. So what is that, the meaning that it gives you? So the meaning here to derive, when we derive a steady state error for any type of the system, you should know which type of the system should be used for step input. Can I use type 0 system for step input? No, you can't use type 0 system when step input is considered, because for a type 0 system for step input, you see the error is a divided by 1 plus k. So you will get some error, you will get some error value. Whereas for type 1 system, you see the error is 0. For type 2 system, you see the error is 0. Therefore, when I take the step input, when I am considering a step input as an input that I am giving for a control system, then I should see through that the step input is applied for type 1 or type 2 control system, not for type 0 control system. Fine, I hope you got it, right? This is how we define. Okay, now theoretically we have proved steady state error to be equal to 0, but practical speaking, let me tell you, you will never get error to be equal to 0. I told you on that time only that no system will be there in this entire world where error is actually 0. Okay. Now let us go with the next input, which is ramp input. Let us go with a ramp input. Okay. Now the ramp input, we know that the for type 0, so let us first consider the type 0, where for type 0, g of s into h of s is equal to k into 1 plus t1s 1 plus t2s so on, divided by, for type 0, s power 0, which is equal to 1, therefore it is 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs and so on. So for type 0, this is g of s into h of s. Whereas we know that for a ramp input, the k velocity acceleration coefficient kv equals limit s tends to 0, s into g of s into h of s, s into g of s into h of s. Therefore, if I try to calculate what is kv for the type 0 system, you will see that limit s tends to 0, s into k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s so on, divided by 1 plus tas into 1 plus t2s and so on. So you see that kv, when applied, s tends to 0 is applied, kv is equal to 0 for ramp input when type 0 system is considered. Now we know that the steady state error for a ramp input that we have calculated earlier is a divided by kv, which is a by 0. Therefore, the steady state error for type 0 system would be equal to infinity for step input when type 0 system is considered. So you are getting infinite error. Therefore, again, when a ramp input is given to any control system, then you should see through that the control system would be type 0 system. Okay, the control system would be type the control system would be type 0 system, and you get error to be infinity. So can you apply can you consider type 0 system for ramp input? Never, because the error is infinity. Error is infinity, sorry. So you can't consider the type 0 system for even ramp input. You can't consider type 0 system for even step input. Though you consider, you get a minimum amount of error, but you don't get infinity. But type 0 system for a ramp input, it should be never used. You can't use type 0 system at all when ramp input is being given. Let me go with type 1 system. Type 1 system where g of s into h of s equals k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s and so on, divided by s into 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs and so on. Therefore, kv equals limit s tends to 0, s into this g of s into h of s is k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus T2s, whole thing divided by s into 1 plus TAS into 1 plus TBS and so on. So here you see s and s is getting cancelled. Therefore, if you apply the limit s tends to 0 for this equation, you will be getting k into 1. Therefore, you will get kV to be equal to k, some value k. Therefore, steady state error for type 1 system would be equal to A by k. A by k. Now again, can we apply the ramp input for a type 1 system? Again no, because for a type 1 system you see there is some amount of error which is been obtained, A by k. Now error is not 0, okay, there is some error. Therefore type 1 system for ramp input, again it is not advised. Now let me go with type 2 system for ramp input. G of s into h of s equals limit s tends to 0, s square, not limit, g of s into h of s equals k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s, so on, divided by s square into 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs and so on. So therefore kV equals limit s tends to 0, s square into this g of s into h of s, which is s square into k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s, so on, divided by not s square, it is s into this, divided by s square into 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs and so on. So here this s will get cancelled with this s, okay. So kV is s into g of s into h of s. Therefore finally you see kV equals limit s tends to 0. When you apply the s tends to 0, this s is remaining here, so it would be k divided by 0. All others will be 1 1 1 1, because of s available here, it is k by 0. Therefore kV would be equal to infinity for a type 2 system, whereas steady state error would be equal to A by kV, which is infinity. Therefore steady state error is equal to 0. Therefore when a ramp input is considered, we normally go with type 2 system because steady state error is 0, okay. For a ramp input, type 2 is desirable because steady state error will be equal to 0 for type 2 when ramp input is considered. Okay, last, let us go with the third input, which is parabolic input. Parabolic input. So what is parabolic input? Acceleration coefficient for parabolic Ka, which is equal to limit s tends to 0, limit s tends to 0, s square into g of s into h of s. Now if I take type 0 system, we know that g of s into h of s equals k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s, so on, divided by 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs, so on. Therefore k would be equal to limit s tends to 0, s square into this g of s. I'll write g of s into h of s because s square will not cancel with g of s into h of s. Therefore k will be equal to 0 if you apply the limit, because s square into this term, s square will never cancel. Therefore if you apply the limit, k will be equal to 0. Whereas steady state error would be equal to A divided by Ka, which is again 0. Therefore the steady state error for parabolic input when type 0 system is considered, the steady state error is infinity, okay. For a type 0 system, the steady state error is infinity. Now when I consider type 2 system, type 1 system, we know that g of s into h of s equals k into 1 plus t1s, t2s, 1 plus t2s and so on, divided by s into 1 plus tas, 1 plus tbs, so on. Therefore, for type 1 system, K would be equal to, Ka would be equal to limit s tends to 0, s square into k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s, so on, divided by s into 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs, so on. So here s and s gets cancelled. You are left out with one more s here. Therefore, if you apply limit, it is 0 into anything is k is again 0 for type 1 system. Therefore, steady state error is a by 0. Therefore, steady state error for type 1 system is again infinity. Again, for a type 1 system, parabolic is not advisable because infinity steady state error you are getting. Coming to type 2 system, I'll just directly write k what we get for type 2 limit s tends to 0, s square into what is g of s into h of s for type 2 system, it is k into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s, so on, divided by, for type 2 system it is s square into 1 plus tas into 1 plus tbs and so on. So here s square gets cancelled, and when you apply limit s tends to 0 for this, you will be getting k to be equal to k. Okay, acceleration error coefficient is equal to k. Therefore, the steady state error ESS would be equal to a by k. Again, type 2 system, when parabolic input is considered, it is not desirable for type 2 because you have an error here. Okay. So therefore, if I write a table for this, I'll just write a table as a summary here. So here type 0, type 1, type 2. Okay. Now step input error in terms of ESS in terms of step, ESS in terms of ramp, whereas ESS in terms of parabolic. So we'll put a table like this. Okay. Now what is ESS for type 0? For type 0, if you go back and see, Kp value is actually, for step it is a by 1 plus k and others two are 0. A by 1 plus k and other two are 0 for type 1 and type 2. Similarly, for ramp input, if when we took for type 0, ramp input for type 0, which is kV velocity, we got 0, infinity and 0. For type 2 we got 0, right? So for type 1 it is a by k, so it is infinity a by k and 0, infinity a by k and 0, infinity a by k and 0. Whereas when parabolic is considered, we got infinity for type 0, infinity for type 1, whereas a by k for type 2. Now this table is written for just to explain you which type of input should be considered for which type of system. So for step input, when it is considered, we go on using type 1 and type 2 system because error is 0. When ramp input is considered, we go on using type 2 system. Okay, ramp input is always applied for type 2. So when I am using type 2 system, type 2 control system, I will see whether I can apply step or ramp, but I don't apply parabolic. When I see type 1 system, I will see that I will consider step input, not ramp or parabolic. But when I see type 0 system, all three inputs are giving some error. Therefore, type 0 system will normally be omitted. We omit it. Okay, type 0 system will not normally be considered. We go with type 1 or type 2 because in type 1 and type 2, any one input can be applied. Any one of the input can be applied. Parabolic cannot be applied for any type of the system because all type is giving some sort of error. Okay, so this is the steady state error related details in this video which we have learned. We have learned what is error coefficients. We have learned steady state error for all three different types of inputs, and we saw the effect of this the error steady state error based on different inputs applied for different type of system. Fine. So I hope you are clear with all the steady state error and error coefficient details that we learn in control system in this video. Thank you.